And here is the Writer's Almanac for Saturday. It's the 5th of September, 2020. It's the birthday of the editor, biographer Justin Kaplan, New York City, 1925, wrote biographies of Walt Whitman, Lincoln Steffens, and Mark Twain. He was a bright boy, went to Harvard at the age of 16, graduated, took a position as an editor at Simon & Schuster, which he called a kind of summer camp for intellectually hyperactive children. He went to see the actor Hal Holbrook's performance as Mark Twain and decided to write about him, read everything by and about Twain, and decided to organize the biography as a novel. Instead of writing it chronologically, as most biographies go, he began when Twain was 31. The book came out in 1966, Mr. Clemens and Mark Twain. Justin Kaplan wrote about Twain, "It's too easy to sentimentalize him as the foxy grandpa of American letters. Twain was a man with an extremely dark imagination and a low threshold of annoyance." Later on, Justin Kaplan edited the 16th and 17th editions of Bartlett's familiar quotations. He modernized by including four-letter words and rock and roll lyrics, and included a quote by James Brown, "Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud." It was on this day, 1957, Jack Kerouac's novel On the Road was published by Viking Press, based on road trips he'd taken with his friend Neal Cassady in the late 1940s. And it's the birthday of the writer Ward Just, born 1935, Michigan City, Indiana, known for his novels An Unfinished Season, American Romantic. Started out as a journalist writing for the Waukegan News-Sun in Illinois. Went off to Vietnam as a war correspondent for the Washington Post. Spent 18 months there. His collection of stories, The Congressman Who Loved Flaubert, came out in 1973. He found his subject in that book and his style capturing the syntax of Washington, D.C. Here's a poem for today by Danusha Lamaris entitled Dust. It covers everything, fine powder, the earth's gold breath falling softly on the dark wood dresser, blue ceramic bowls, picture frames on the wall. It wafts up from canyons, carried on the wind, on the wings of birds, in the rough fur of animals as they rise from the ground. Sometimes it's copper, sometimes dark as ink. In great storms, it even crosses the sea. Once when my grandmother was a girl, a strong gale lifted red dust from Africa and took it thousands of miles away to the Caribbean, where people swept it from their doorsteps, cupped it in small jars, reminder of that other home. Gandhi said, "The seeker after truth should be humbler than the dust." Wherever we go, it follows. I take a damp cloth, swipe the windowsills, the lamps' taut shade, run a finger over the dining room table, and still it returns, settling in the gaps between floorboards, gilding the edges of unread books. What could be more loyal, more lonely, and unsung? A poem entitled Dust by Danusha Lamaris, from her collection Bonfire Opera, published by University of Pittsburgh Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.